All in all, the Regigigas cosplay, that's my favorite cosplay I've ever done. Regigigas is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I really like the idea of going about it from an idea of recycling. So it was recycled from my old Arceus cosplay that I had did for my children's nonprofit that I run, where we go to kids' birthday parties and stuff like that and cosplay to cheer the kids up. So a lot of it's recycled from that. Old fabrics I had laying around the house that I just was able to sew together, make something nice. The only things I did new were creating the lights and installing the lights into it were bought for this project, as well as 3D printing everything. Everything else was done with materials I already had laying around, because I really wanted to see what I could do with the resources I had available, and I feel like sustainability is a big thing that should be addressed in cosplay. So yeah, thank you. P.S. Yes, the entire thing, it is a 100% build. I made everything for that costume, including the shoes. So this is the staff for Regigigas. As you can see here, it lights up. The top right here and the bottom Pokeball all the way down here are 3D printed, modeled, printed, and painted by me. Each one took about 7 rounds of sanding, painting, priming. On the actual handle of the staff, it's a base of PVC that I then spent over 15 hours individually hand wrapping with string and then wrapping in a cross manner with ribbon to simulate an ancient Japanese katana. This is because Regigigas is Japanese as a Pokemon, and even though this is an ancient druid aesthetic, I still wanted to include some nod to Japanese culture. The lights are actually contact cemented all the way down the staff. The black lines representative of the body of Regigigas are electrical tape. And these flowers I was able to just purchase from Walmart / Dollar Tree, and I bouqueted them myself, and they're actually embedded in the top of the PVC pipe. In all, it's also very, very light. I'm easily able to lift it up with one hand. Weighs about a pound or 2. So this is the jacket for Regigigas, sewn out of a recycled satin that I had laying around. I sewed a nice gold lining around the edges. Again, the black electrical tape mimes the markings on Regigigas' body. And you'll notice here I have these lights installed, mimicking the lights that are in Regigigas' body, and the exact color combo, red, blue, white. And then they also just turn on and off just with a simple tap of a finger. They are secured to the inside of the jacket, and there's the gold lining here around the sleeves as well. So this is the Regigigas mask. This one actually took 10 rounds of sanding. Again, it was 3D modeled and printed by me. I've been doing that for 12 years. It's just mesh on the insides there, and then an elastic strap that I kind of drilled a hole in and stuck that through. So yeah, I could actually see pretty decently out of this, and very smooth. Took about 5 layers of paint and sealant and 10 layers of sand. This is the wig I used for the cosplay. It's a bit ratted right now. I had it styled, and you can see that in the photos. It's originally a Dio Brando wig, actually. So again, another repurposing. A big thing I was looking to do with this cosplay was recycle a lot of old things I had laying around and turn it into something cool. So next is the cape. The cape is actually made entirely out of recycled fabric. The entire costume is. So the cape is recycled from fabric from an old project. Some more of that green fur that I had. And then this is custom 3D modeled and printed by me as well. And then I used I made the black holes out of clay. So the shoes were pretty simple, although it did take a little bit of work to get them done and get them to actually hold my weight. But they are actually platforms. So they're a platform by about 2 inches. So it's very thick foam base. I put foam insoles here and used some leftover like kind of foamy fabric I had to form the base of like the flip-flop. And then put a white fur that I had hand-dyed myself right around the edges there, so it's that nice foresty look and replicates the forest's kind of bush effect that's on his actual feet. And then last but not least is the Regigigas skirt, made out of the same fabric that the cape is. Has a really nice golden trim here I sewed along the bottom. This is actually 2 different ribbons. It's this big lacy one, and I sewed this more like kind of braided one in front of it. Again, the markings there. And then it's actually a pleated skirt, as you can see by the top up here. And I just use a rope to tie it behind my back. And then that gets covered with the cape.